evening, good evening, good evening. I'm going to put my collagen. Let's just put here a little bit upper. Good evening, good evening. Hello, Pat. It's so lovely to see you. It's so great to see you. Until people are. Hello, hello. I'm going to put my collagen in the water. I have today only one glass, so I'm going to contain myself. So I'm going to put my collagen, and I want to speak until the first questions are coming, and just to do an introductory, you know, um, we are answering here. Well, I'm answering here any questions related to your ailments and diseases, and to understand them from a holistic perspective. And we're talking body, mind, spirit, new Germanic medicine. So if you have any issues in your body, any questions, please drop them in the chat and we'll start to answer them. Meantime, I'm putting my collagen because it's the time when I'm taking it. I took some supplements and some oils during the day, but this evening I thought of showing you how I take my collagen. Um, but I want to speak to you regarding the symphony of the cells before any questions are coming, okay? And I'm talking about this book, which needs to be in every single house. It's a very important book when you are working with essential oils, when you are working holistically. Thank you so much, Pat, for liking this video. And with your help, this video is raised up so more people are able to join us on this live. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate you, and I wish you all of this good that you're doing to come back 100 times to you. So I'm going to speak about this book while I'm waiting for your questions, and I'm going to drink my collagen and also my recharge I'm going to put. But Symphony of the Cells is not about fixing the body. It's about listening to your body, okay? Very important difference, because our body is not broken, broken. It's very intelligent, actually. It's very intelligent, okay? It's every symptom, it's a communication, and every imbalance that we have in our body is a message. So open your eyes, open your feelings, open your senses, and understand that every symptom is a communication, and every imbalance is a message, okay? And Symphony of the Cells, what is it? Well, it's a book, but the techniques I'm talking about, it's a holistic wellness approach. It looks at the body, like an orchestra. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So at least one symphony you need to try to do, Pat. I don't know exactly if you bought the book already, but yeah, it looks like an orchestra, and not in isolation, like, for example, only for the liver, only for the heart. It's is an orchestra. So when one system is out of rhythm, the whole body, it feels that out of alignment, out of rhythm, that the whole body feels, okay? And instead of silencing the symptoms like we normally do, we go to the pharmacy and we buy whatever medication we buy that is silencing the symptom. This book and this particular technique called Symphony of the Cells, it asks us. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to put my recharge as well. There we are. Okay. Yeah. It's high magnesium, high absorbable magnesium, in case you're wondering what it is. Okay. So when instead of silencing your symptoms in the body, better approach it from this perspective. Where is the imbalance? what system needs support. What is the body trying to tell me? What is the body trying to restore? Thank you so much for these loves and likes. This taste is so good. And this method, it works very gently. Thank you so much, Adina. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions and in regards to your ailments and diseases, please drop them in the chat. Okay? So I put here my recharge, MetaPower recharge, and also my collagen. And I'm probably going to do a few capsules tonight. And also I'm going to take a few supplements. I was talking about Symphony of the Cells. Okay. And this technique, it works very gently on your body. It supports your own body's ability to self-regulate, to self-heal, and by using the essential oils for information, for support, not by force. And the oils don't fight the body; they remind it how balance feels. It's very important again. What makes this Symphony of the Cells different? What makes them unique? And how do the pattern look like? Yeah, okay. So it focuses on different systems, and we have here in the beginning summary, and these systems are like nervous system, digestive system, immune system, endocrine or hormonal system. It also has symphonies about inflammatory responses in your body, detox, very, very good, detox and elimination pathways, because very often what we call a problem is actually a cascade of imbalances, a cascade of inflammation in our body, not one in isolation, okay? So, for example, chronic fatigue is very rarely about the sleep. It's about the nervous system regulation. Weight struggles are very rarely, well, I will say 50-50. It's about the food. It's also coming with the childhood wounds. Why are you eating? Why are you going to food for comfort? Anxiety is rarely just mental. Everything is connected, everything. Okay? And the Symphony of the Cells, it supports your body through intentional layering of the oils, because you will see here, I just opened one. You will see here what I'm talking about, layering, okay? This is why don't apply them all in one go. Layer them, layer. Okay. And they have been chosen, these oils have been chosen exactly to interact with your body system. So in this case, the Symphony of the Cell, which I'm putting cellular, for example, cellular, okay? It has been chosen to interact with your body system, cellular, at a physical, emotional, and energetical level. It's very important. Again, this book, you have to have it in the house. You have to have it. It's really one of my top books that I recommend. These oils have been chosen gently. They have been chosen respectfully, and they also always, I will say, Hiya, how are you? I'm very well, thank you so much. How are you doing? I'm going to take my collagen as well here. I was just talking about the Symphony of the Cells, because a lot of people put me that question and ask me to speak at least until we get the first questions in regards to your ailments and diseases. So to talk about the Symphony of the Cells, because they still don't understand it. So they've been chosen gently, respectfully, and also with the understanding that the body sets the pace, not us. We're not setting the pace. our body does. Okay, and this approach is very deeply calming. It's calming your nervous system because it brings that order, where it had been the overwhelm, where it has been taken or coming to the surface, this overwhelm. And many people see this for the first time. What is that symphony of the cells? Because instead of being told that everything looks normal, their experiences, finally it makes sense. Wow, yes. Yeah, and it's very important to say it clearly. The symphony of the cell is not a medical treatment. It's not like you go to the pharmacy and buy whatever. Not is not a diagnosis. It's not, it's supportive wellness education. It's, yeah, that's what I will call it. It supports alongside your body, alongside your day-to-day life. And emotionally, people are experiencing these releases. And the moment when you apply them one after one and you deepen with them at least 3 to 5 minutes um, per oil. Yeah, there are about 10 oils in each and every symphony, and just apply them, layer them, because your body finally feels safe when you apply this. It feels safe to let go what it doesn't serve anymore. And that safety is where the healing truly begins. I will say it again and again and again. This is when the healing starts. Okay, alongside with the forgiveness, and so on. So the core symphonies are about restoring the harmony. So between the body and the mind, between the stress and the rest, between giving and receiving as well. Okay, between survival and living, and it's not aggressive. This symphony of the cells, not aggressive, is not trendy, is not a quick fix. It's a conversation with your body. And I have done the symphony of forgiveness for 6 months. One day yes, one day no. So every other day. Okay, and I'll tell you the oils and what it will be possible conditions. Um, and yeah, what did it teach me? It teach me that to trust my body again, to stop fighting it, to be afraid of the symptoms. And I have done this symphony between July 2020 to January 2021. Okay, so exactly 6 months, and this is what it taught me. Stop fighting the system, understand my body, trust my body again, stop being afraid of symptoms, start asking my body for a better solution, support my body with oils, because my body is always on my side, and I understood that through symphony of the cells. So the forgiveness, I'll show you just briefly. There it says the forgiveness. Okay, that's the sequence of the oils. We start with rose, and you can use the rose touch, and you apply it on the every oil will have like a sign, and you have to understand. It's in the beginning of the book, they explain it, but because I've done it, I know exactly what these signs are. So the rose, it's applying on the heart chakra, and also whatever it's left from the. So I'll show you in a second how to do it. When I take my oil out, so that's the rose touch, and I started. So beautiful. Okay, you apply it on the heart chakra with intention, with connection, you know me, and whatever is left there, and also you put some on your palms, you inhale. again, I'm not going to stay 3-5 minutes per oil because that will take long times of not talking, and we're here to spread the information, to bring value, and so on. But I am going to explain a little bit, okay? So this is the rose. The next oil in this symphony of the cell is geranium. And how do I apply geranium? Let's see where it is. I personally like to embalm into these oils. So I put about 10 drops each, but you can start a little bit low. So you can start with 4 to 6, 4, 5, yeah, something like that to start with. So geranium, you apply it on the liver because this is where the anger starts, where the resentments are. And this symphony is possible condition. It says abuse, anorexia, uh, then it says bipolar, broken heart syndrome, bulimia, depression, hate, especially self-hate, liver disorder, loneliness, mood disorders, PTSD, sclerosis, rage, resentment, self-doubt, and self-hate. Okay, so these are the conditions that this symphony is addressing. So the geranium, you put a few drops. I'm going to put 2 drops, then, and you do this with geranium, and then you apply it on the liver. Okay, apply it on the liver with intention. I release resentment, I release self-hate, I understand my body better, I'm healing, I am loved, I'm safe, and just completely repeat the same things over and over and over again. Okay, and whatever is left on my palms after applying, you inhale deeply and you connect with the oil. Okay, it's very important how you apply them. This is why you layer them. And then the next oil is frankincense, and it says you apply it on the neck and shoulders, you inhale the rest from the palms, and whatever is left after inhale it, you apply on the soles. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions in regards to your ailments and diseases, please drop them in the chat. Let's see if we have any questions, please drop them and I'll answer them from a holistic perspective, body, mind, and spirit. Thank you so much for the heart as well. And also New Germanic medicine. The next oil is neroli. Okay, neroli, very beautiful oil, one of my favorites oils. Neroli, let's see where it is. Neroli, there we are. Okay, this is neroli. And again, how do we apply this? On the spine, as much as you can reach. As much as you can reach, because it's hard, isn't it, to reach? And maybe from the bottom here as well. So you will be able to. If you can't do it, then you need to ask someone. If you're lucky to have someone to do the symphony of the cells for you. So you apply it on the spine. Whatever is left from when you massage it, you inhale. And of course, the rest, you put it on the soles. I'm just explaining how to do it. Then we take the carrier oil, which in this case, it is the fractionated coconut oil, and you apply throughout the back, especially the spine, with the focus on the spine, but also on the whole back. It's very important. Okay. Then we have clove, melissa, juniper berry, bergamot, and forgive. And all of these are applied in 3 sections on the whole body. Inhale, from the palms, and then the last one is on the soles. Really, really good book um, to do it. And let's start with some capsules until the questions are coming. It seems to be you're very quiet tonight, so up to you. But I'm going to deepen with my oils right now. So I'm starting with my first capsule. Okay, there we are. It's not a good time for coming live, is it? Are you people asleep? Are people asleep at this time? So we start with copaiba because this is um, yeah one of my first oils that I like to deepen. How do I get rid of ovary cysts naturally? Okay, well, let's just understand it first, what it is, body, mind, and spirit. What is a cyst? From this perspective. Let me put 2 drops of this, 2 3 drops, although this is almost finished. Anyway, so what is a cyst? Is a fluid, okay, which is formed in the ovaries, and this is about what are you not trying to release, what are you keeping inside. It is about stagnation. I get this asked a lot. So for some people which are here every single day and listen to my live, it will look like repetition, but the conflict is the same. So if I get this question asked about this tomorrow, I will be speaking about the same thing. But yeah, it's about stagnation. It's about stagnation in your lymph, in your hormones, in your circulation, in your detox pathways. So until you address all of this, your cysts will continue to be there and grow, okay? Because the body is not attacking yourself, it's not attacking itself. It contains something, okay, at the moment, your cysts, and it feels like it's not safe to eliminate it. It's not safe to let it go. And in your mind, what is this? Let's just say that we don't want to co-host. In your mind, the cysts are connected to suppressed emotions. A simple way to address these things, something like 5 minutes routine every day. Yeah, but again, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Do you know? Yeah, I will say it's quite sad. You know why? Because you're looking for a very, very quick solution when this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work with your mind, with your spirit. I'll give you the oils and I'll tell you exactly how to take them. But it's not only about the oils, it's about work with your mind and your spirit. And I understand that you are looking for a quick solution. However, it's more than that. And it's no point of me tricking you. Oh, yeah, take this 5 minutes, all done and dusted, your cyst will be gone. No, because you need to work with your suppressed emotions. You need to work with yourself. You know what words are unspoken, what feelings are you swallowing instead of expressing. And this takes time because you need to go deep inside. Okay? You told me doctor told me years ago, I have so many cysts in my breasts and they can't count them all. Yes, we'll look at the breast cysts as well. But I just wanted to say to the person with ovarian cysts that you need to hold peace to yourself to until you do that. Yeah, it's about the fact that you can't release. You need to acknowledge. You need to acknowledge that you couldn't express in the past. You couldn't release in the past. And now it's time to let go and to flow because that's the only thing which will bring that peace and healing. Your conflict based on the new Germanic medicine, it's about about separation, it's about protection, it's about self-value. So until you understand that, it's no point of taking even the oils. Even the oils, they will not help if you don't work with yourself. Yeah, I hope people understand that it's really important. It's really important to work with yourself as well. It's not only about oils or only about meditation, only about, you need to work with holistically. So now, breast cysts. What is that? Is again that, fluid, like filled sac in the breast tissue rather than the ovaries this time. And this is about hormonal fluctuations. How old are you? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for being open. I gave you the information, now it's up to you. And if I was to recommend you some oils for the ovarian cysts, first and before any oil, remember guys, for any feminine imbalances and so on, it's clary sage. This is what I do, clary sage. I really love the way that you explain this. I am passionate about this. I know that I might explain too long, but it needs to be said. So clary sage, it's a very important oil for hormonal balances, and this is why I recommend it also in ovarian cysts and also for breast cysts. Then you have geranium, you have cypress, you have frankincense, balance. All of this is for ovarian cysts. And if we go to breast cysts, 49, okay. Well, you might be also premenopausal or menopausal. I am 48, almost 48, and I am menopausal for 5 years. So, as I said, this cysts in your breast, it's about hormonal fluctuations. It's about lymphatic stagnation, stress, okay? It appears, it's coming, it's forming there, it's retaining instead of releasing. And the breast is not just a physical tissue, it's deeply connected to nurturing and protection. And I had yesterday, I think, another lady which asked me about that, or I remember talking very often about cysts, breast. Okay, in your mind, what's happening there and why. My mom started with a cyst in her left breast, then she had 5 on the other one, and in the end one of the cysts became C disease, the C disease. Yeah, so you need to be very careful how what's happening there in your mind. You are over giving without receiving. You're suppressing your personal needs to care for the others. And I've seen that in my mother all her life, all her life. You have unexpressed sadness, a lot of worry there. You have emotional pressure in yourself, and you're feeling responsible for everyone around you, but yourself. Everyone matters. Everyone, you're looking after their well-being and so on. It's about 20 years ago I found it. Okay, and is it just at this stage? I mean, like, it's just the cysts. Are you doing something about them, or are you just leaving them? Thank you so much. Thank you. Many women with breast cysts are naturally caregivers, are giving a lot, they forget to nurture themselves. And again, I have personal situation in my family. My mom passed away, unfortunately. She started with breast cysts. Well, it was 1996, and she died 2008, so 12 years, but she had numerous operations at that time to take them out. And I remember her. She was giving to everyone, and spiritually, the breast carries this message. Where are you neglecting yourself whilst caring for others? Where are you neglecting yourself? Okay, it's an invitation to return to nurturing, well, to return back to yourself, to nurture yourself, to soften, to allow yourself love, support, to feel safe, to receive again, to receive love instead of only giving it. That's what those cysts. That is the message. um, I was told that time they will become more harmless and okay, and never done about it. Maybe you don't even have them. Have you? You said that you found them 20 years ago. Are you still having them right now? Uh, Thank you, thank you. Your the conflict regarding the breasts, and I'm holding my capsule because I'm going to take it very soon. The new Germanic medicine conflict, everything. Can you give an example of nurturing ourselves? Of course, like for example, how I nurture myself is I'm doing a massage. I'm booking a massage, full body massage, full body scrub, of even a facial, to have like a massage, uh, journaling, meditation, walking in the nature. These kind of things are nurturing ourselves and looking after our body. Can still feel some, okay, but from the new Germanic medicine perspective, the breasts are associated with nurturing conflicts. So it's more about how much you give without receiving yourself. It's concern about a child. It's concern about a partner, a family member, someone perceived as needing protection. That's what the nurture is about, okay? And and this cyst will appear during the repair or the resolution phase. We call it in new Germanic medicine, and it is when the conflict has eased in the body, but it's still reorganizing and restoring the balance. It's very important, it's to have this in mind. And what oils will I recommend? Clary sage 100% first, geranium 100%, also in ovarian cysts and the breast cysts. These two oils, they are a must. Why? Because they support the lymphatic flow, they support the hormones, the emotional balance. Also, clary sage especially supports the feminine hormone and emotional release. So these two oils, it's a must. Let me take geranium in the capsule. Um, Sacrificing myself for everyone always. What do you have to gain through that? How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel that you are sacrificing yourself for everyone else? How to use them? One size does not fit all. So normally how I do is I guide people on how to use them when they purchase them, because it's no point of saying how to use them. First of all, you don't have them in front of you, and when you will buy them, you will be, oh, how shall I use them? I made the note, but I don't know where I put it, and so on. Normally, this is how it works. I say kind of in my life, one size fits all. So geranium, the clary sage, frankincense, copaiba, lavender, balance, whatever I recommend. Um, so I'm doTERRA wellness advocate. You can message me and we can start your journey together. So I'm going to send you a link whereby you have all of the oils that I recommended. There you can pay them and they will come straight to your home from the doTERRA as a company, not from me. I'm not going to the post office to post them. they will come to you from doTERRA as a company. In the moment when you received them, I do a full protocol, how many drops to take them, when to take them, which part of the day, how to apply them, and so on. And that will be in the moment when you buy them through me. I come as a gift, as a guidance, and so on. So message me if you want to get them from me. Can I ask if you have done fasting? Yes, I've done them. I'm not a great fan of it because, in my opinion, the energy drops very much. I also can't go to the gym if I'm fasting. I feel hungry. I feel depleted. I'm going to take my MetaPower soft gels, by the way. So I'm not a big fan of fasting just because of my lifestyle. And let me show you 1 second. So I'm taking three soft gels, and this soft gels is helping me to keep my fat cells flat. Okay, they don't mature. In the moment when we eat all sorts of fats, normally it goes on the belly, but these ones will keep them flat. So meta, sorry, meta comes from metabolism, and power is the power, okay? And I'm also going to take my MetaPower Assist, which is also very good because it's about insulin resistance. So when you take this for that insulin resistance, really, really part of my daily. What are you drinking? So in my drink, I put my collagen, which is the MetaPower collagen. It's very important to take it because, as a woman of 48 years old, almost, also menopausal for 5 years, I need to look after my skin. I need to look after my joints. I need to look after my bones, hair, nails. It's full ligaments, everything. So, yeah, good evening. Hello. And I also have MetaPower Recharge, which is our highly absorbable magnesium. So that's also a must for me. Being evening here in the UK, it's important to take magnesium at evening. It supports a peaceful sleep, but a very qualitative sleep, I will say. Okay, so we go and take another capsule. We're making another one. I'm going to take more like calming oils because it's evening. Okay, thank you so much for, I don't know how to say that. I guess it's okay. Yeah. Your hair and skin is amazing for your age. Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Also, the camera is staying weird, but I can see he says, Mamma Mia. Oh, okay. So funny. But from the YouTube, I see myself differently from not YouTube, TikTok. It's how the angle stays, the angle of the camera. So yeah, interesting. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. If you want to find out about your ailments, your diseases, and how to support them with essential oils, with high absorbable supplements, also to understand them from a new Germanic medicine perspective, from a holistic perspective, mind, body, mind, and spirit, please drop it in the chat, okay? Really congested right now. Do you mean like constipation? Can you please confirm that it is constipation, so we can talk about that? So there's my capsule. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, sinuses. Right. Okay, because I also have a question about constipation, and I was thinking that, yeah, I had the sinuses issue the other day. Um, I couldn't breathe almost. It was really, really bad. But in a day, or a day and a half, in a day, I already, it's going around. Yeah, it's going around, but I don't know when I had it. Probably about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I can't, in a day, or in a day, I was gone. It was gone because sinus problems, sinuses, sinus, whatever you want to pronounce it, it will appear when there is inflammation in the body, when there is inflammation, when there is congestion, when it is that blocked drainage. Okay, the sinus cavities. Also physically, it's sinuses are linked to allergies, to infections, to these environmental irritants, which is happening. Okay, the immunity, very important. Okay, and the body is struggling to clear out, to breathe freely, and it's asking for support. And this is why, in those days when I had the sinus issues, I think I was deepening with about 50 oils or something like this. I call it my heavy artillery. Okay. Um, I have taken hot Epsom. Okay. What religion are you following? What religion am I following? I am Orthodox, like Russian Orthodox. But hello, good evening. Hello. I am, but I'm not going to a church. I am more like my own belief, if I can call it that way. But by baptism, when I was baptized, I am Russian Orthodox. Well, my grandmother was Russian, actually. Yeah. So coming back to the sinuses, emotionally, what's happening there? And I knew exactly why I've got it. It's an irritation. Someone annoyed you. You have that suppressed anger. Is that you can't smell. You can't. You feel overwhelmed by small things which are constant stressors. It's resentment that's it's not expressed. So when you have all of these, you will have sinuses issues. In your spirit, um, what's bothering you? Uh, what is bothering you that you're not acknowledging? And this invites you to clarity, to honesty. But people, when they have symptoms like the sinuses, they go to the pharmacy and buy a ton of medication with the thought, oh, let me kill the symptom because I want to feel better. No, I stayed with that symptom, but I supported my body with essential oils. Don't kill the system with the symptom with a medication. Don't kill it. Stay, because these symptoms, it's an invite to clarity, to honesty, to feel your body, to emotional release. This is what it is. Rhinitis linked to infections and that, yeah, absolutely. It's been under a lot of stress as well. Up again, yeah, it is. And from the New Germanic medicine perspective, the conflict with the sinuses is related to conflict irritations, like, feeling annoyed, feeling inflammation, also congestion. Yeah, because your body needs a protection, needs a response. Okay. And the oils that I recommend, first of all, is air, because that supports to clear the airways. It makes your breathing a little bit easier. Peppermint, eucalyptus, these are the first oils that I recommend. And of course, lavender. Let me say that I don't want to co-host. Lavender, because it will calm, it will relax you, and also supports the inflammation. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of eucalyptus. Just be mindful about purity. And I keep on saying about the purity. And why do I say this? Because if you go to the shop and you buy eucalyptus, for example, or lavender, they say supports inflammation, calms the irritation, relaxation. But this industry, and I have been studying this industry for 6 years, it's very altered, it's very contaminated, it's very not is not good, because majority of the oils that you're buying are contaminated with fungi, molds, heavy metals, pesticides, insecticides, and so on. And they do in your body, because the body doesn't recognize the chemical compounds in the oils. They do exactly the opposite. You think that it is supporting the inflammation, and it's causing more inflammation in the body, and you don't get anywhere. Just be very mindful, because you're looking for the cheapest option, thinking, oh, I'm using something natural, but actually you're doing more harm to your body. Yes, very important, especially these days. The only brand that I recommend is doTERRA. The other ones are bad for you, and it will give you side effects as well as the medication. This is why I am not a fan of any medication. I have 6 years since I taking my last capsule of medication, so not a fan of VAC and so on. I'm going to put more capsules of my capsules, not those ones from the. Yeah, you need to know exactly what you're putting in your body if you want to thrive. Otherwise, your body will start showing, oh, hang on, I don't like that. So I can see more questions coming. Like rhinitis, I saw there, and rhinitis, again, it's about inflammation, isn't it? It's about runny nose, it's about congestion, it's about sneezing, itching, all sorts of things is happening there when you have rhinitis. And that, it's you have that. It's linked to immune sensitivity, environmental triggers, everything which is happening. With if you live in a big city, also it's histamine response. Are you using antihistamines? That's not those are not good. Also is the nervous system stress. Brain, yes, brainwashed, Daniel. You're here to be brainwashed, indeed. Yes, you are all here to be brainwashed in the good sense, to change your system of beliefs, because this information that you are getting, this education, this mindset, this information that you are getting right now on this live, it's forming and changing, brainwashing your system of beliefs, which will, very well, it will go into thoughts will be into actions, and then the results. My boyfriend has heavy rhinitis symptoms, is very severe. Well, let's just have a look exactly what's happening. We described the body, okay? What's happening with your boyfriend at the mind? Because every disease in our body, it's about body, mind, and spirit. You need to understand that. Only a third of the cause is because of the body, like allergens and what all that I mentioned. So I don't go again. But now going into the mind, rhinitis is associated with irritation with people. He is all the time irritated with people, annoyed with situations. He's feeling fed up. I'm fed up. And what's wrong with that is that he can't express it. He does feel fed up, but he can't express it. And emotional sensitivity to the environment. Okay? Do you recommend taking good quality salt also? Well, do you mean like bath salt, or do you mean like eating salt? I don't know which one. You should be ashamed for saying that about other companies. I'm not ashamed. Okay, I'm not ashamed, because the thing is that what I'm trying to say to you guys is that it's very important to use tested oils. So if you don't see them, then it's a bit of a problem. Uh, yeah. Okay. So I have this guy. I in the moment, like Celtic salt or pink Himalayan. Um, I normally use Celtic salt and pink Himalayan. I have both. It, I don't think it's you can use whatever you want. Yeah, I don't think it's a particular salt that I recommend, but yeah, I have both of them downstairs in my kitchen. But again, coming back to rhinitis, I feel fed up. I'm not expressing it. Okay, how important is eating high quality salt? Oh, it's important, but I won't buy the cheapest one from the like we have here in the UK, like Sainsbury's or our supermarkets, they call it. I won't buy that kind of thing. I will buy. I have the Celtic salt. I have the Himalayan salt. That is okay. But the cheapest one, like table salt, I won't buy that one. Um, don't worry about Daniel, because Daniel, it has a very interesting way, I will call it. And this is why, unfortunately, I had to block Daniel, not because he said that, but we don't resonate. Daniel and I don't resonate on, and we don't have the same system of beliefs. We know, and people who are here on my live every single day, they know from what Daniel said, is that he or she, I don't know exactly who is behind that account, because at some point they said about boyfriend, and yeah, anyway, I don't know who is behind that account, but they said that are running like a retreat or something in Portugal, whereby they diffusing oils, and they do all kind of holistic practices. Yeah. So they said they're using all sorts of oils. So I wouldn't agree with that. So yeah, my system of beliefs is different from them, but they like to come here on my live and create, you know, yeah. So unfortunately, I had to block them. Does castor oil help with hair growth? Absolutely, yes. It's amazing. And our American colleagues, where American wellness advocates have the castor oil there. Unfortunately, here in Europe, we don't have it. So I'm a bit gutted, but I'm using my coconut oil. But yes, 100% go ahead and use castor oil. It's very good. Coming back to rhinitis, I want to finish with saying that your boyfriend is very sensitive to the environment. It's also in the spirit, looking at the coming back to the mind, is something around him is bothering him, but he can't express it. And spiritually, what can I no longer tolerate? Yes, you are right too. It's what can he no longer tolerate around him, and he can't express it. It's about the boundaries, setting boundaries, emotional honesty. Be honest with yourself, and create space so you are able to express yourself. And from the new Germanic oh yes, every year gets worse each year. But then do something. Why are you staying with that rhinitis if it is, getting worse year on year? Why are you staying with that? This is for me just mind blowing in the moment when people say, I have it for 20 years, I have it for 10 years, I have it for, it gets worse year on year, but I will do something about it. I will not stay with that, because from the new Germanic medicine perspective, rhinitis is associated with mirror conflict situations, mirror conflict irritations, frequently recurrent. Those situations are recurrent. You feel annoyed, you feel invasive, it feels repetitive, and that nasal inflammation reflects the body's acute response. Okay, it's perceived like an intrusion. I'm trying to advise him on changing his diet, but he supports the medical way. But we know that it's not only the body. Yes, diet will be 1/3. What about emotions? What about spiritually? What do I keep on saying here? Body, yeah, when I hear people, I want to go to change my diet so I eat healthy. Yes, that's very good, but it's only a third. It's only a third of the problem, and rhinitis will continue to exist there until you address the mind and you address the spirit. That's what it is. You will see. Doing what the doctors say to do and what the pharmacists recommend. Well, then good luck to him. And as you said, it gets worse year on year. I wish him all the best of luck. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's hard. However, for people who are going to watch this live in like replay, because it is recorded on YouTube right now. And hello, YouTube. Yes, I can see you. I'm going to say for people which are open to support themselves with essential oils and you have rhinitis, first of all, use Breathe. In America, it's called Breathe. In Europe, it's called Air. Okay, and this is the blend. Air. Okay. Yes, balance is always the best way. It's yes, it is the balance, but remember, if we look body, mind and spirit, body is just 1/3. So yeah. So we have Breathe. It's very important to clear and also to support that nasal passages for easier breathing. Instantly it refreshes. Peppermint. I'm going to take some peppermint right now in my capsule because I keep on holding it. Okay. Let's just put here so YouTube can see as well. Okay, I put a few drops in here. I'm going to close the capsule. And why peppermint? Because it supports again that nasal opening. It gives you that mental clarity. So I'm from Greece. Lovely to hear you. Lovely to have you here with me from Greece. Thank you. And cheers. Yeah. And this is high absorbable collagen together with my Meta Power Recharge, which is magnesium. So also for rhinitis, I recommend eucalyptus, okay? Pure essential oil, tested, where you can see black on white the tests, and this is happening with doTERRA. Every bottle has a number. You put this number into a third party called Source to You, and you will be able to see there all the tests that these oils are going through. Let's just do the puzzle for 1 hour. Okay. Any advice on insulin resistance? Yeah. I want to get that collagen drink. Yeah, message me and you can get 25% reduced in the moment when you open your account through me. Okay. So insulin resistance, I was there. I was obese about 2.5 years ago. I was obese. I have more like on TikTok 3 playlists. One of them is on essential oils. One of them is on what is it called? Motivation, and one of them is on weight loss. So go and have a look there, how I looked about 2.5 years ago. I had insulin resistance, and this is happening when the cells are stopping responding efficiently to insulin. Okay, this is why a bit earlier I took Meta Power Assist and Meta Power soft gels, because these two are designed to help with insulin resistance. Also, when the glucose stays longer in the blood, it also happens, insulin resistance. And the body compensates by producing more insulin, which over time, of course, is leading to insulin resistance. Okay? And what's happening here? It's a storage, fat storage, especially around the abdomen. Good for you. Did you look at those playlists? And you will see what's there. I was 45 years old when I started, 45, but my organs inside were feeling 63. This is quite bad. Okay, this is quite bad. If you think that you're 45 and the organs inside are feeling 63, that's not good at all. And I said, I either do something right now, or I will be an old woman with a ton of problems, with a ton of ailments and diseases. And since I took actions on my own body and changed my life, it changed my life. All of that fatigue, all of those cravings, brain fog, inflammation, hormonal imbalances, they're gone. Absolutely gone. I'm thriving at almost 48. I'm going to be 48 in March. Yes, exactly. It's dealing with it right now. Yes, I took the decision on the 20th of May. I took the decision. That's it. I'm going to change my life. And I started the 1st of June in 2023. And there is no return since then. So this year in June, it will be 3 years. And I am keeping the same weight every single year. I'm not putting at all. Meta Power, that's it. That's the key. That's the key. Also, healthy eating, working on my emotions. At the gym, I'm only going 30 minutes a day right now. That's it. Only 30 minutes, no more than that. I used to be a bit of a gym addict, but not anymore. I have about 6 months when I'm not going like a mad woman to the gym. And but I also looked deep inside, chronic overload. I addressed my emotions. I addressed the stress. I addressed the sugar spikes, poor sleep, inflammation, all of this. It was holistic, because you asked me what to do about insulin resistance. That's in the body. But then I went deeper. I went next level. And the same I recommend to you. Insulin resistance is related, and it's linked to overgiving without replenishment. And I understood that. I was also overgiving this, that, but without replenishment. Long-term stress and pressure. Yes, I was in that job. If you remember, people who are here regularly on my life, I was in a very stressful job. Yeah, I ditched that one. That's it. That's it. Ditched totally. Came out of the health and social care sector. I was feeling unsupported, unsafe, to slow down. And I realized, oh, hang on, because the weight will not go until I addressed the mind and spirit. It will not go. And I've always been obese in my life. overweight. What was your job? I was the head of adult social care in England in different councils. I'm a social worker by profession. I had a 6-figure job, very stressful, very, like a rat race, literally. And I ditched that career because I realized, one second, so I can decline. Messages are coming through. So I came out of that because I wanted to address more than just the body. Since the age of 10, I was putting a lot on weight. And this is going back to the childhood wounds. Go on my, one moment, because I need to switch on my power mode, the battery. Especially for women, hello, great, good decision for women. We're not supported to work. Yeah, I know, but it takes a lot of courage. Absolutely listen to your body language. It takes a lot of courage to leave a job, especially in this situation, economically, what's happening in the world, and so on. It takes a lot of courage. Imagine yourself that you will earn 600 pounds a day, and overnight you will go to 600 pounds a month. Imagine yourself, put yourself in those shoes. Would you do it? I've done it literally overnight. Friday, the 20th of January was my last working day. From Monday, I was on the other side. But I wanted to work on me. And I said, I don't care if I have to stay in the house for 5 years, locked in the house, but I'm going to work on myself. And that's what I did. And it happened when you work with yourself beautifully, it unfolds everything. It unfolds everything. And now I'm just having so much gratitude because I did not expect in these 2 years the growth internally. I'm talking internally, not money, not anything else. That comes as a result. I'm talking spiritually. I'm talking mentally, emotionally. This is the most important thing. And in these 2 years, to grow so much on these two levels, so much. I'm so grateful every single second. And of course, the material side followed naturally. Congratulations on having the courage to step away from that. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, you have such a big difference before and after. It's huge. It is huge. Yeah. Inspirational how brave you are. Well, I hope this change, this metamorphosis that will inspire other people as well. I hope you do. I hope you do realize that living for the pleasure of the taste, you don't live to eat, you live in terms you eat to live. This is the thing. Yeah, but I worked a lot with myself to feel safe again, to seek comfort, to after that exhaustion. I didn't push myself anymore. I took life easy, and I understood my spiritual purpose. And insulin resistance, it asks for balance, and I didn't have balance in my life. Oh no, oh no, I didn't have any balance. This is why I understand people. I understand it's hard. It took me 40 odd years to make that decision. Exact. Food is designed to be addictive these days. Yes, it is. It is. Which is a pity because it creates insulin resistance and so on. But again, spiritually, I understood deeper than just food. And people, let's see about commentaries about balance, about boundaries, because insulin resistance is an invitation to stop living in extremes. And I was living in extremes. Restriction versus indulgence, push versus collapse, return to steady nourishment, return to self-respect. And I said, the age of 10, I was putting on weight. I remember clearly being in the kitchen in the town in Romania where I grew up. And my mother said, stop eating because you are putting on weight. And that just hit me hard at that age. Then I was a masochist all my life in the terms of I was putting my body through different diets, through different restrictions, different, punishments, I will say. Different punishments just to lose weight. For the other half a year to put it again on. And then another half a year, I will take it off. And then the next year, in the next half a year, I'll put it on because I was having the cravings. But this 2.5 years since I started my real transformation, I worked on spirit and on my mind. That was the only way to shift that weight and never to put it again. Even at the age of 48, even with menopause, and even with thyroid nodules. Okay, even with all of that, which women come to me, oh, I suffer from thyroid and I put a lot on weight. I suffer from menopause, I put a lot on weight. Yeah, so these are common things, exactly. But even with all of this, I have not put on. Why? Because I understood the mind and the spirit. Of course, and the body, which was the food, the supplements, the essential oils, the gym, everything, body-wise. But body-wise, I've done it in the past as well. Remember, what did I say? Since the age of 10, I was fat, I was obese, and then half a year I was dieting to lose the weight, half a year I was putting it on. I've done this all my life because I didn't understand the spirit and the mind, the emotions. Now I went next level, and this is when I don't need to do it and to lose weight anymore because I'm perfect as I am right now. But I've done it with a mentor. I would have not been able to do this without a mentor. And this is why I believe that you can't do it without a mentor. You need someone to hold your hand in this process because it's not easy. I'm talking from a pain that I had. I'm talking from a pain, and probably you have that pain as well once you ask that question. How do you find the mentor? I don't know. The mentor found me because in the moment when I was open to a change, it just came in my life. It was a referral from a friend because it was very interesting, that conversation. I have a friend which lives in the same city like where I lived in Romania, and she said, "Oh, I met so and so on the street and I couldn't recognize them." And I said, "Who is that person?" "Oh, is Angela." And she sent me a video, like 7 minutes video of Angela. And I looked at that video, and Angela is about 5.5 years older than me. And I just couldn't believe how she looked at the age of, I don't know, it was 50. I think she was 50 at that time, 3 years ago. Yeah, 50. And I couldn't believe. And I said, I want to be like her. And I contacted Angela. And the mentor found me. That's what I say. If you are determined to change your life, maybe this life here, right now, is your wake up call. Maybe I am the mentor that you've looked at all your life. It's for you to make a decision right now. Because from a new Germanic medicine like a conflict, insulin resistance is related to imbalances, and they are associated with that long-standing stress, survival conflicts, when the body stays in constant state of alert, constant. Okay, evaluated this elevated insulin. It becomes a protective thing. You protect that fat that you're putting. It's protection. Yeah, look at your safety. Look at, it's a lot of things that you need. Following from Kenya, good evening. I need a mentor so bad. Absolutely, everyone does. Trust me, without a mentor, you'll never succeed. 100%, I was there. This society forces us to live as disconnected from the nature. Yes, it forces. However, if you are open spiritually, you will find a way to integrate yourself. Okay? You will. I'm not even overweight, but my insulin is high. Yeah, it's not a pleasant thing. True. And I recommend Meta Power. This is the first thing. I'm going to deepen with Meta Power right now. And you already saw me taking the soft gels, okay, and the assist. Also, what I have here is Meta Power Collagen and Meta Power Recharge. So for me, Meta Power is number one. And now I'm going to take the oil, because we also have the oil and we also have the beadlets. This is number one in insulin resistance. Okay, Meta Power. I'm financially challenged at the moment. Yeah, what can I say to that? That's what it is. Trust me, from one day to another, I was in the same thing, but I worked. I worked with myself, because that means if you are in a financial issue or challenges, that means you're not aligned. You are not aligned with what you're doing. So let's put some Meta Power here. And I normally take about 15 drops, but I started with two, and I just increased from one month to another. Never super, nope, super unaligned. So that was my Meta Power, which is in my daily wellness. I also it supports metabolic efficiency. It supports the cellular energy. It's a must for me. What is the beverage? I just showed. It's the Meta Power Collagen and the Meta Power Recharge, which is the magnesium. I also recommend cinnamon bark, and I'm going to take this not because I have insulin resistance, but I love the oils. Okay, so I have an empty capsule here, which I'm going to put here. But I'll buy when I can. Of course, I'm here to plant the seeds. I'm here to plant the seeds. And what means that? I'll give you the information. I'll give you the education. I empower you to make a decision. I give you the, yeah, I normally sell through education, through empowerment, through mindset. This is how I sell. I'm not selling you this oil, tick the box. No, I'm selling in another way. This is a different modality or way of selling. Is through education, through information, through mindset, and through personal development. What is the collagen source? It's marine collagen. Collagen, magnesium, and cinnamon. Yeah. Can you write them down? I can't. I don't know how to write. Well, I don't know how to write here on this live. I don't have a button where I can write. I need to know more. How do I contact you on TikTok? There is a message there, a message button where it says message this person. I get tens of messages every single day. So people find the button somehow to message me. It's very simple. And I don't know how to explain because I don't. I just get the messages. So yeah, let's just put some cinnamon bark. And why cinnamon bark in insulin resistance is because, okay, click on her picture. Yeah, click on my picture. Thank you so much for explaining. I really appreciate you. Thank you. And you will find there probably a message, this person. So that was cinnamon bark. It supports the glucose metabolism and also the circulation. It's a hot oil, very important in insulin resistance. I ask if you prefer to message you here or on WhatsApp or something. You can message anywhere. I also get emails. I also get messages on WhatsApp. I get messages on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm everywhere. Mihaela Hegarty. Is morning where you are, or night right now? It's 40 minutes past midnight. What was the name of that oil? Cinnamon bark. doTERRA. Yes, I only take doTERRA. That's it. Nothing else. You won't see me taking anything else. Okay, you're up late. Yes, I am a bit of a night owl. I am. I was speaking about people which are like 5 a.m. club, and I was speaking about the night owls. I am a night owl. That's the that's the situation. I tried to be a 5 o'clock a.m. club. It didn't work for me. But night, I am full of energy, full of energy at night. And not because I'm taking right now the oils. It's just the way that my body works. I've always worked better at night. Me too. Well, different people are different, you know. How do you sleep late then? I do sleep late, but I also wake up late. So yeah, it's, you see, I'm used with that. My mom is like that too. There we are. Also, the next oil in insulin resistance is grapefruit. Okay, grapefruit, it supports the fat metabolism and also the motivation. Very important oil. Okay, that's another one. Then I also recommend a balance because it's for grounding, and we know from what I spoke about insulin resistance and so on, it supports the nervous system regulation. And you just apply either the touch version on your neck and soles, wrists, back, on the pulse points, okay, on the pulse points, to regulate your nervous system. And I'm also going to put some frankincense. Let's find the frankincense oil. I have oil scattered everywhere on my desk here. It's about 300 oils, and I'm not joking. Frankincense, about 5 oils. Can we see that? Of course. Just give me a moment, and I need to close the capsule because I can't. I don't want to lose them. So this is on my left. So this is the first. This is about one of these boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, and then it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 70. 70 is in one of these. So this is on my left. And on my right, I have another one, okay, with all sorts of oils. I arrange them alphabetically. There are people arranging them floral. trees, spices, roots, and so on. I like them alphabetically. There are people also arranging them like with colors. And I have another one, which is the third one. Okay, so that's one, and that's I have a lot of them, loads on my right. Okay, and I have there in that corner as well. In that corner as well. I can turn the camera just like that and you'll be able to see. I think, yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but we have loads of oils. And I don't know exactly what I've done with the camera, but I know that, yeah. So, do you accumulate all of these over time? Yes, I've got them all for free because in the moment when you choose uh, to share with others, you get the oils absolutely for free. So that's what I do. Um, thank you. Yeah, sure. It's when this. I need to put my glasses. Okay. How many drops of each? I just saw different oils, different drops. So it's a hood to take hood. What means that? It's hood. Yeah. I take them at night. It doesn't matter. I take them all the time. Day, night, evening, morning. It doesn't matter. I am obsessed with them. I am absolutely. Oils are my best friends. Oils are. I deepen with them all the time. I love to go into the gifts that they give me. I understand what they're for. When I deepen with them, I deepen with intention and I say things. I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm healing. So I repeat things, okay? Yeah. Well, I think I spoken, let me see exactly, for 1 hour and 27 minutes. Yeah. I want to make one more capsule because it's a pity to just drink it without a capsule, isn't it? Where when you stick with God's pure, it sticks with you in the heart. Absolutely. For me, it's that's the way. That's the way it is. God is in my heart, and I know that's the only way to live in my life. So I'm going to deepen with Ilang Ilang. Don't know exactly how to put it. What supplements for general well-being should you take as a beginner? LLVs, straight away without any kind of. I'll explain to you in a second what means LLVs. It's our multivitamins, which are highly absorbable, and I'll show you the boxes. So this is the XA Omega, which is our omegas, like it says on the box. This is our Alpha CRS, which is our cellular regeneration. It's a must, absolutely. And this is our VM, which stands for V for vitamins, M for minerals. So this is the first thing without any kind of discussion that you should take as a beginner. I had no idea doTERRA made supplements. Oh yeah, we have loads of supplements. And I'm going to take some more. Like for example, Copaiba. Copaiba, it's a must for me in the evening because it gives me that quality sleep. Also, you saw me taking the MetaPower. I'm also taking Zendocrine. Just give me a moment. I'll take them, but I want to make another capsule. This is Zengest, by the way, and Zengest is super powerful for digestion. Yeah, And I'm also going to take some, let's see, tea tree or oregano, or put oregano. Do you get blood work done? No, I don't need it. I don't need it. I feel good. I'm listening to my body. I'm listening to my intuition. Why should I take some tests? No, I'm not taking any tests. I don't need them. This oil is coming out a little bit hard, but never mind. And it went a bit on my hands, and I didn't want to lose it, but it happens sometimes. It happens. That was oregano. Okay, and I'm going to put some tea tree as well. Tea tree. If they knew they were good God's children, they would understand you. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. The big, which produces medication, have their own agenda, don't they? So therefore, don't stick into my hands. So that's the capsule here. And because I have only a little bit of water left, I'm going to take Zendocrine and Copaiba all together, because otherwise I won't be able to swallow it if I have no water. So I take 2 capsules of Copaiba, okay, and 1 of Zendocrine. That's per day. And came a lot of them. It's funny. But I'm going to take only 3. So 1 Copaiba, 2 Copaibas and 1 Zendocrine. So that's you'll see that the ones which are like this are Copaiba, the middle one is Zendocrine. Okay? And I'm going to take them with the rest of the water. And one more thing I have to take. I know. I am that med supplement lady. I am, because I am supporting my body, because I understood that everything which is in this world is not helping me. And therefore, I need to support the gentle detox. I need to support the absorption of nutrients with the supplements. So this is PB Assist, and this is. Do you take creatine? Yes, I do take creatine, because I'm going to the gym. So yeah, I do take creatine. I take glutamine as well. No, don't they burn the stomach? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So here, PB Assist is our probiotics. So now I'm just going to put it on my tongue, because I love the taste. Is the watermelon taste. In the moment, my lovely, when you take pure essential oils from the plant, and you know how to take them, you know how to deepen with them, there's no burning the stomach. So let's just see how I take it. So good. And not only the taste, but also I know the benefits of a very, very good probiotic. Very good. Amazing. It looked weird when I showed you. But you know, I like to show you. I like to show you. Uh, let's see, because I would have to drink at least 3 glasses of water after that dose. Maybe, at some point I will, but not now. At the moment, I'm really good. Well, I think I'm done for tonight. But thank you so, so much. Thank you. I popped off and ended up watching some of your videos. Yeah, sure. And the oil don't kill the microbiome? No, they don't. It's lovely to see you, Fabian. It's lovely to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful evening, and it's nice seeing your page. Stay well always. Get some rest. Thank you. I will. I will. No problem. I'm always here because my mission is, and my promise is that I'm coming live with you every single day. It doesn't matter what time at the moment. I used to have a more regular time, but because life what it is, I had the last sip. I couldn't leave it there. Life it is was it what it is. I'm still coming live every single day. Doesn't matter Saturday, Sunday, I'm here with you because what I do here is education, information, mindset, and personal development. And that's my promise to you. How you act on this information and how you change your system of beliefs, that's your decision. But I'm doing my part because God is using me as his channel to get this information to the world. How the world wants to use this information, yeah, that's up to you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I wish you a very beautiful evening, day, night, whatever it is in your zone time. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to close YouTube first to end. I wanted to say, have a